Broadcasting.
You have been playing well as a starter.
Yeah, and we are confident it is the right move for the long-term health of the team.
But
Not everyone is as thrilled as we are with the new lineup.
I'm sure you can figure out who he's talking about.
I mean, if I were him, I'd be unhappy too. But like you said, there's no place for hurt feelings, and this is a grown man's league.
Yes, of course. But we would like you to make a special effort to get him more involved in the offense when you're on the floor with him.
We've talked a lot about using your gravity to get everyone involved. We just want to make sure that he's one of those people.
Look, I'm not trying to give you guys a hard time, but I don't understand what the problem is. We're winning games. Isn't that what's most important?
We're winning games now, in the regular season. But we're going to need him down the line, not just in the playoffs, but in the years to come. And if he feels like his talents are being wasted, he's going to want out. We could lose him.
And it's throwing off chemistry in the locker room.
I get that. But what's more important to him? Winning games or usage rate?
It's not that simple, MP. Everyone's got an ego, right? And quite frankly, he earned his.
He has done a lot for this organization, and we are just trying to do right by him. How would you feel if the tables were turned?
Look, I'll do what I can, but at the end of the day, he's his own man and he can make his own decisions.
We understand that. But we have some reasonable requests that we think you're going to be okay with.
Hell is this?
All right, look, I'll give him my best shot, but he has to hold up his end of the bargain. I can't put the ball in the basket for him, too.
All we ask is that you try. It's in the best interest of the organization, MP.
We need you to be a team player.
Yo, MP, how did Mean go today?
Yo, it was okay. They said that they want me to try to keep the peace.
Keep the peace?
Yeah.
Like how?
They said that they need everyone to win championships, so I should try to create more open looks.
Open looks? For the guy who can't adjust to his new role on the team. And who's running around blaming everybody but himself.
Yeah, I guess they worried about losing them in the offseason.
No, losing him. They should be worried about losing you, man.
Why? I ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, but you can't let them know that. Come on, you think they need him to win championships?
Honestly, I don't know. Defenses, they get tough in the playoffs, man, but I know that I can deliver in the crunch time.
Exactly. Okay, that's why you need to focus on you, okay? Whether he comes along or not, that's up to him.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, P, but I'm trying to bring championships to this city.
Duh, that's why they got you, man. They don't need him.
Even MJ needed Scotty, P. I'm trying to win here, nowhere else, all right?
Look, is this guy Scotty? Because I don't see him on any GOAT lists. Look, your job is to be a star, okay? So just go be a star. All right, their job is to build a good team. All right, don't let them put that on you, okay?
Look, I hear what you're saying, P, but it's not that simple, man.
Look, man, I'm just here to give you advice, okay? Look, what you do with that is up to you. All right, but I know you. All right, and I know your dream is to create a dynasty bigger than MJ's. All right, in order for you to do that, you need to become the face of this franchise. Don't let anyone get in your way, no matter what they've done for this team in the past.
Maybe, man.
Okay, look, I get that. All right, and I got your back. I'm just telling you how I see it. And for your sake, I hope you see it too.
MP, how you feeling? Hey, MP. It's your world. We just...
Hi, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports NBA action. It's coming up. Brian Anderson here, joined by our analysts, Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. Plus, reporting from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. All right, a chance to check out stats for Pascal Siakam.
And he's been outstanding offensively as of late. These last 5 games, he's been a beast at the offensive end. A different level score than he had been earlier in the season. Let's see if he can keep it up.
And now the Indiana Pacers starters. Neesmith and Siakam are the forwards. Halliburton is out there with Shepherd, and it's Turner in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Bulls, Buzel is out there with Kevin Huerter. Then it's MP, then it's Kobe White, and it's Vucevic in at the 5 spot. And Grant, by now, many of the questions we had coming into the season have been answered.
Oh, no question, B.A. But it's still a long way to go. We know how much can change over the course of a season, so I wouldn't be surprised if a contender or two has yet to emerge.
And it's going to be the Bulls off the tip. Huerter passes to MP. Ooh, excellent D there from Turner. Here's Shepherd. He's guarded by White. Shepherd, that's good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
As pretty much any coach, that's how he'd like to start the game.
Indiana on offense. They want to keep rolling here, following the win against Brooklyn.
Sometimes it's difficult to get good looks on the road, but they ran the offense brilliantly.
Well, they knew exactly how to approach that defense. They shot a fantastic percentage because they got quality looks.
All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Well, guys, after their run to the conference finals last season, the Pacers moved to secure their roster moving forward, re-signing Pascal Siakam and Obi Toppin, then extending Andrew Nembhard. With a young team that's already shown so much promise, there is upside in staying the course. This team should have some staying power for years to come, guys.
No doubt about it. All right, Shams, appreciate the report.
You know, outstanding start. You've made 3 of your first 4.
MP against Halliburton from 7 feet. And the shot is good, dropping it off the front of the rim.
How about the craftiness on the drive by Tyrese Halliburton? This guy's ability to adjust when he puts it on the deck is something else.
Pass to Turner. There's a screen by Turner. And here's Shepherd for 3. Drops in the 3. Shepherd's got 5.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
From 10 feet away, and it's Vucevic. That time on the assist by MP.
Talk about hitting the ground running. 4 for 5 to start.
A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
I caught up with the Bulls head coach. I asked Coach what his plan was for trying to slow down Pascal Siakam, and he said to make him into a jump shooter. He does the most damage around the rim, so we want to force him out on the perimeter whenever possible. It's not an easy task by any means. We'll see if they're able to do this. Back to you guys.
All right, Ali, thanks once again. Pass to Shepherd. And here's Neesmith. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Siakam, no good.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. It just comes up empty.
Oh, and the fast break for the Pacers. Neesmith's shot is off.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Here's Vucevic. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. MP's got his 4th assist with that last one. Pacers trail by 5. Halliburton outside. From the elbow. No good on the shot. The Bulls have gone 6 of 7 and looking good. Here's Hernandez. Oh, his shooting remains on point. 3 for 4 thus far.
And they're building on their lead, doing whatever they can to blow this game open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. A line change here for Chicago. And he's been playing some fantastic basketball lately, earning him the Eastern Conference Player of the Month award. MP.
He's made himself the cornerstone of their offensive efforts recently, and he's providing for his...
for Chicago. Vucevic, he's checked in for Smith. Buzelis comes in for Williams. White, he's checked in for Horton Tucker. And MP subbed in for Jones. The Pacers also with a sub. Halliburton is checked in. They've got Nikola Vucevic. Kobe White out there with MP. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Buzelis in at the 4. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Walker for 3. And it's cleared by Vucevic.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots. Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
Halliburton surveys the floor. To the middle. Toppin outside. Launches a 3. And it's Giddey with a rebound.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Here's MP. The Pacers pull it in.
That's tough. Missing a layup without much resistance.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Yeah, great work on the interior. Halliburton, easy work inside.
MP left side. Power move from MP.
All 5 guys are in sync. Their ball movement is flawless.
Pacers trail by 15. Here's Furphy. No points so far. Pass to Halliburton for 3. Sinks the tray.
I'll tell you, individually, he is doing all he can. But right now, somebody's got to step in and support this guy.
Giddey finds MP. That's in to the hard way for MP.
Oh, MP staying focused despite the tight contest.
Shot is up. Another one falls for Indiana. Chicago leading by 12.
Yeah, and I can't help but remember Tyrese Halliburton in the 2024 All-Star Game. A spectacular performance from him in that one. And the icing on the cake, him dropping the shot that took the East point total to over 200 points.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
The Pacers have a star tandem with Tyrese Halliburton and the newly re-signed Pascal Siakam, who set his all-star point guard. His knowledge of the game, his desire to win and get better, that's all you can really ask for from a young player. Out there on the floor together, I think it's naturally just a fit. Brian?
Okay, Allie, thanks. He's off on that one. Great D that time from Halliburton. To the paint. And the dunk by Jackson.
How about the big guy attacking the rim? The throwdowns are loud and emphatic.
MP beats the contact.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And with a new class entering the league, here is our rookie race. A look at the early returns. Plenty of time for someone who might not be on the list to become a big-time factor. You look at MP, what an incredible start to his rookie season. Sitting in the #1 spot right now, but I'm sure this will be an exciting rookie race.
And you know his confidence must be soaring, sitting at the top of this impressive list of young talent.
Well, he has wasted no time making his presence felt, and he's setting a very high standard for this year's rookie class.
Down low. With the second effort, and he sinks the layup. MP's got 18.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Halliburton, the pass to Turner. Here's Shepherd. He takes it in. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
There's the steal. Halliburton outside. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
This is just an extremely gifted passer. Halliburton's vision is elite.
Inside. Here's Hernandez. There's the block. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And here's Shepherd for 3. Down it goes. And a great assist by Halliburton. Halliburton's got 3 assists now in this one.
And they're in a better flow this quarter offensively, and their shooting percentage is steadily rising as a result.
And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
First personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for one, MP.
I love it. In attack mode, drawing foul calls this quarter and getting to the free throw line.
Here's Siakam. And then Siakam with the jam.
How about the bounce of Pascal Siakam off the dribble drive?
And it's Hernandez missing.
How do I miss that?
And we finished off one half of play. Chicago ahead. They're up by 10. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Did you miss us? Stupid question. Of course you did, and we missed you. And tonight we kick off with our mid-season focus on power rankings.
Looking at the Bulls, they were coming for that #1 spot, and they got it. Now the challenge will be staying there.
The Hunters have become the hunted, but can they stay hungry and continue this pace? Should be fun to watch.
Like I said, Ernie, it's getting better. It's getting better.
Now we'll take a look back at that first half. What an all-around performance it was for the Bulls.
One big reason they're up, they're controlling the glass, both boxing out and crashing in.
Yeah, you could tell rebounding was a point of emphasis for them coming into this game.
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
Probably a little later. Where'd he go? Right there. I'll about like 10 minutes.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Second half underway. Here's who Rick Carlisle's got on the floor. Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. Tyrese Halliburton is out there with Shepherd. And it's Nesmith in at the small forward. Grant, as you always say, in the playoffs, you need a player who can score in isolation.
That's true, BA. And in a 7-game series, defenses disrupt your set offense. If your stars can go mano-a-mano and create something out of nothing, that's often the best you can get. One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often. This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Halliburton for 3, and it's cleared by Vucevic. Bulls leading by 14. Here's MP. Count it. Good. MP's got 6 here in the quarter.
Wow, what a start to this half. 3 for 3, dictating the pace on the offensive end. They're rolling early.
Pass to Shepherd. Turner, a screen on White. And here's Shepherd for 3, and it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 4 rebounds in the game.
Boy, that makes him 0 for 3 to start the second half. Not the start you were hoping for here.
Their system is running smoothly, and the gap on the scoreboard is widening.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
3-pointer, Halliburton. Chicago grabs the miss. Vucevic has got 5 rebounds in the game. To the inside. Here's MP. Banked it in off the glass. MP's got 29 points.
This run has been fueled by their matador defense.
And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. He wants to review the game plan. Josh Giddey's checked in for MP. And now a peek at some of the players competing for a spot in the dunk contest. All of them true dunk artists who can do some spectacular things in the air.
And I can't wait to see what these guys have dreamed up this year. The level of athleticism and creativity that goes into this contest.
Get him, MP. Your time.
Here's Siakam. Pass to Shepard. Back to Siakam. Neesmith with it. Halliburton for three. Counted from distance.
Halliburton a huge part of this offense, which is why he has the confidence in these catch-and-shoot situations. No hesitation.
MP is out there with Talen Horton-Tucker. Then there's Kevin Huerter. Then it's Smith. And it's Williams in at the power forward position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Siakam, pass to Neesmith. Now here's Halliburton. Lets it go from deep. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got 5 rebounds tonight. Outside Huerter. Back to MP. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. Hernandez got 33 points.
MP is cooking right now, and folks, this is exactly what we expected from this young man.
Three-pointer, Halliburton. Again, Halliburton missing.
You've got to find a way to get yourself going in some other way, because hoisting from 3 is not the answer.
Here's MP, and he banks in the layup. MP's got 14 points here in the second half.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Bulls.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed.
So it's the Bulls winning this one easily. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in. So long, everyone.
Way to bring the effort tonight. So you win so many games, I'm running out of things to say. Visualize a win tonight. Then go out and take it. MP said he woke up today ready to slay some dragons.
Thank you for tuning into this Sunday afternoon 2K Sports edition of the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. And a chance here now to look at the rookie race. Never too soon to see how some of the fresh faces in the league are holding up. We've got quite a few youngsters looking to put their name in the front of the Rookie of the Year race. He's a ways down the ladder if the award was given out today, but there's still time in the season for him.
And he hasn't been quite as quick as some of the other first-year guys in terms of settling in, but I think he's just about to come into his own.
You know, everybody's pace of development and adjustment is different. He certainly is a little behind right now, but I'm starting to see signs that his game is taking shape, and I bet you he cracks the top 10 before long.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. We've got Tyrese Maxey, Oubre out there with George, and it's Bono in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Bulls, they've got Kobe White. Vucevic is out there with Buzelis. Then it's MP, and it's Herter in at the 3. So, Clark, we know the league's top players. A lot of them are international players. But who would you say is the best U.S. player right now?
Kevin, I'm a little biased. LeBron has been a favorite player of mine for a long time. He's Northeastern Ohio, born and bred, as am I. But you've got a number of other guys in that conversation. Steph and Kevin Durant still up there. Anthony Edwards certainly looks like he's got stardom all over him. Jason Tatum, Devin Booker, and Jaylen Brown. But for me, I'm hanging my hat with LeBron right now. Kelly Oubre Jr. dialing it up from 3. The sweet lefty.
Pass to MP. Good. Nice job down low.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Grimes. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. No good from outside.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Buzelis' shot is good.
And how about that finish by Buzelis, the rookie, getting it done.
And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchises.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking, I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
Shots good by Hernandez.
There's MP getting that orange where he needs it to go.
For Chicago, they won their last contest, that game against the Pacers. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, Billy Donovan gave me a few minutes. Coach said he knows the obstacles of playing against Paul George. He told me, you know he's going to have his fingerprints all over this game on offense and defense. Our goal will be to minimize how often we let him disrupt our game plan. See how long they can keep George out of the picture. Kevin?
Thanks, David.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Maxey looking it over. Off target with his 3.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Pass to Buzelis. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
With his soft touch around the rim, Buzelis should score a lot of points in the paint over his career.
Maxey attacking, and slam dunk by Maxey.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
The 76ers trail by 4. Oubre outside. Outside, George. Shoots over Herter. George, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Back to MP. Good work there as it goes. MP's got 10.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. Pass to George. The 3. Offensive rebound. Now the Bulls with it. They're on a 14-5 run here. And the basket by MP.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passes.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. And the Bulls will go for a different look here. Jalen Smith, he's checked in for Vucevic. Williams comes in for Buzelis. Josh Giddey's checked in for Kevin Huerter. And
yeah, it saved me out sponge from the corner.
He's making a change here. Maxi's checked in. Back to MP. 14 feet away. That one off the back iron and out. The 76ers trail by 12. This team has handed a lot of responsibility to Tyrese Maxey, but Greg, he's lived up to it.
And has grown very well into his role with the team, showing that he can be a scorer all over the floor. Amazing to think how far he's come in such a short amount of time.
Taking a look at the 76ers. Gordon is out there with Edwards. Then it's Buck. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's McCain in at the 3, the small forward.
Oh, power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could.
We've seen those kinds of plays get them going in the past.
Pass to McCain. Takes a 3. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. McCain's got 5 now.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always on attack mode.
It's MP muscling his way for 2.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey guys, MP in the last time out against Indiana was terrific. He scored 35 points and he was dialed in, made most of the shots. And those are big numbers he put up. It's hard to match. But he'll be aiming high again tonight. Back to you guys.
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contribution. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
Maxey kicks to Gordon. No good on the triple.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
The 76ers trail by 13. Bounce pass, Butler. Pass to McCain. Rebound by the Bulls. They are tearing through the league right now with 15 wins in a row.
And it is very impressive, but it's also interesting. I mean, even sitting here at the broadcast table and the storyline this group has created has you just impressed and a little scratch in your head because we expect drama and a certain amount of unpredictability with this group. That's not gone away, but I tell you, this team seems to be minimizing or mitigating the volatility. They seem to be a lot more solid of late.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Getting it done for the Chicago Bulls. His production has been flooring as he's tallied 20 points and looks to be planning for more. Back to the action in just a minute.
Here he is. Oh. No.
Greetings, Shaq, Kenny, and EJ here as we tip off the show with a look at our mid-season Eastern Conference standings. Several teams wrestling for position there. I know wrestling is an arena you have some experience in, Shaq.
Absolutely. I remain undefeated as a wrestler. Just don't check the tape.
But hope you're better in the ring.
You talk and keep, Kenny. I'll at you from the rope top.
Or you keep. You talk and keep, Kenny.
You talk and keep.
And now, how about that first half? Talk about a dominating display for the Bulls.
They've been great on the boards. Once these guys establish the position, it's hard to rule them out, yeah, Shaq.
Tough physical approach. We'll see if adjustments are made on the other side to try and counter that. That's what you were going to say, wasn't it, Shaq?
Yeah, I was asleep. I'm sorry, honey.
And that is it for halftime, folks.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
They've got Vucevic, MP out there with Kobe White. Then it's Kevin Huerter. And it's Booz Ellis in at the 4 slot. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey.
Really showing you how quick he can be with the basketball. Maxey letting it fly in a hurry.
So Clark, the last couple NBA seasons featuring 14 of the top 15 team offensive ratings in league history.
You know, I think that's testament to the skill level of the players. And certainly you hear some coaches talk about defense being legislated out of the game. It is an entertaining product. That's part of the drive for more offense. But I guess I could agree that there does need to be maybe a touch more balance and not so tilted toward the offense.
And throwing it down, not necessarily Booz Ellis' game, but don't give him that much space.
And if you're just joining us, we play it over a minute here in the third. Pass to Grimes. Here's George. Rebound by the Bulls.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Here's Maxey. The 76ers again can't hit it.
Clearly out of rhythm now, guys. I mean, just 1 for 5 to begin the second half.
We've seen Tyrese Maxey and his game go to another level. Clark, what makes him a top-level scorer in your opinion?
Kevin, there are a couple of things that really stand out. His sheer speed with the ball is remarkable. His fearlessness and confidence, every great scorer has that. And then his ability to knock down the three-point shot off the catch or off the dribble gives him an added step of quickness when he's taking it to the rack. And all of that makes him a dynamic scorer.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. At this point in his career, Paul George says he's in bully mode. He said, every night I'm on the floor, I'm there to dominate. Whether it's being more physical or going right at whoever I got to go at, you're going to feel me. I'm having that approach every time. I'm there to destroy you. Kevin? Wow.
I love it, though, D.A. Got to admit it. Awful powerful. Thank you. The Bulls leading by 20. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Yep, that one goes. MP's got 6 points in the quarter.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
For Philadelphia, they've gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. Outside, Maxey shoots the 3. And Vucevic pulls it down. Vucevic has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Hernandez lays it up and banks it in. MP's got 28 points for the game.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
To the middle, here's Maxey. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Hey, we've seen Maxey take the big jump. Now he's one of the game's best scorers.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Already a lot of talk about who's going to take part in the three-point contest this season, and here's a look at the players most likely to make it.
And so many great shooters in the NBA these days, and these guys, quite frankly,
substitutions.
Get him, MP. Your time.
The 76ers trail by 16. So on the floor for Philadelphia. Maxey out there with Butler. Then it's George. Then there's Edwards. And it's McCain in at the small forward position.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
Down low, here's Hernandez. Nails the baby hook. MP's got 30.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Now here's Butler. Outside, George. Off target from outside.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
There's the three. It's hauled in by MP.
I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
Vucevic trying to get open. And MP gets it to go on the assist by Ball.
Well, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Chicago. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. The three from George. Rebound by the Bulls.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Shots good by Hernandez.
MP's been the catalyst for them tonight. Solid leadership from this young man.
Outside, George. And Clark, if you look at the NBA's draft combine, prospects now required to participate in drills and in other testing to be eligible for selection.
I like that, Kevin. I really do. I mean, it's part of being a professional. You can't just opt out of things because your agent says you should or you don't feel like it. This is a professional business, so there should be some standards and accountability. And I think it goes hand in hand with the push for parity. It ensures equal access to the information that will enable all teams to make informed decisions on draft day. So I like it. I really do.
And the big question for MP is going to be work ethic, because if he can put in the sweat, there's no reason he can't be a star in this league.
George, no good. And so MP will bring it up for the Bulls. It's an 18-point lead. Back to Vucevic. Pass to Buzelis. Inside, Hernandez. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Hernandez has got 16 points here in the second half.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Bulls.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
And in what should be an exciting 4-game season series between these two teams, they have to feel great about taking this first one against the Sixers.
And one of the the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for MP.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Another miss by Maxey. And Chicago has possession. Herter finds MP. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Boy, he has put in some major work. He's earning his pay, for sure.
It's good. Hernandez has got 42 in the game.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback? Diminished.
Now Maxey. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. See you later.
Great win tonight, MP. Way to bring home that W.
Right. There was a lot of talk in this locker room about winning the NBA Cup and using that run to turn this year into something special. The team you're playing tonight, they don't care about your hopes or your dreams or what any of you are visualizing. We lose this game, we're out of the tournament before it even gets started, and the rest of the league gets the scent of blood. Don't get so lost in the clouds that you trip over what's right in front of your face. You take it one possession at a time. One rotation.
Say hi. Hi, how are you?
Trust your teammates.
Hi, how are you?
We are not winning any trophies tonight, gentlemen. Just focus on beating the team that's in front of you. All right? Bring it in. Win on three. 1, 2, 3, win! Let's go. Let's go.
Time to warm up. You ready to rock? The other team's already worried about stopping you, MP.
What you like about basketball? In my channel, I usually play Skull and Bones, but today I'm playing this stuff when we're trying to win the championship. The Chicago Bulls. Trying to do it.
Up next, the Bulls taking on the Pacers. For the Chicago Bulls, firing on all cylinders, and their record speaks for itself. First in the league with no signs of slipping here at the halfway point. Pacers, Bulls, coming up next. Hi, folks. Glad to have you with us here. You're watching the East quarterfinals of the NBA Cup. We're excited to bring it to you. Brian Anderson here. With me, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson joining us. And now in December, here's what the Eastern Conference standings look like. You look at the Bulls, it's a long season. But right now, they're in great position, holding that prize top spot. And, of course, the Pacers, 7 games behind.
Checking out Indiana, they've stayed within arm's length of the conference leaders. That in itself is an accomplishment at this point in the season.
But it's something we expected. This team was built to compete with anyone.
A look at Indiana's starting group. Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. Tyrese Halliburton is out there with Shepherd, and it's Nesmith in at the 3. And for the Bulls, Ayo Dosunmu out there with Buzelis. Then it's MP, then it's Kobe White, and it's Vucevic in at the 5. And in terms of the NBA Cup tournament, this Eastern quarterfinals game is a must-win for these 2 group winners. Lose and you're out of the running for the NBA Cup.
Yeah, make no mistake. This might count as a regular season game statistically, but there's nothing regular about it. These teams are battling for their shot at that NBA Cup.
And this is, of course, a critical game for MP to come through and help his team stay alive in the battle for the NBA Cup. I'm anticipating the intensity to be a little more ramped up in this one.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, you can sense that element of urgency. We're going to see players diving for the loose balls, pounding defense, some fast-paced action end-to-end. All eyes, including mine, will be on how MP rises to the occasion.
Siakam outside. 3-pointer. Chicago with a rebound. Boy, this team is on a heater right now. 16 wins in a row, and they've shown no signs of slowing down.
There's a lot of players who will say they don't take notice of a budding winning streak. But when it's double digits, everyone knows. Winning streaks are a lot harder than people think because every single team wants to be the one to take you down.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I caught up with head coach Billy Donovan. I asked him if there was a plan in place to slow down Halliburton, and coach joked, hey, if a plan existed, somebody smarter than me would have come up with it. Tyrese impacts the game in too many ways for us to neutralize. We just need to do what we can to make life difficult for him.
Okay, thank you, Allie. And one thing that Siakam has always had a knack for, Grant, cutting to the rim and finishing plays.
Yeah, he plays so well when he has space to move. He's just great off the ball, and that fits with any team. His ability to convert at the rim makes his cuts that much better.
The Pacers have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Back to Halliburton. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And he converts the layup. Hernandez got 8.
Out to a hot start. 4 makes and 5 shots to begin this ball game.
Halliburton for 3. And it's cleared by Vucevic. The Bulls have gone 4 of 5 so far. Looking sharp. Back to MP. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. 10 points for him.
What a finish by MP. He just finds a way to convert through contact.
3-pointer, Halliburton. Nails it from 3.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And here in the first half of December, a look at the most recent power rankings. Hey, some intriguing stories. You look at Indiana, no movement for them, maintaining their top 10 spot.
Well, right now for the Bulls, they've been giving their all in every game, eager to show those who doubted them that they're capable of being the top team.
Indiana has gone 2 of 5 from deep. There's the 3. And it's Dosunmu with the rebound.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Here's Hernandez. That one falls, coming off the Vucevic feed. Vucevic has got 3 assists tonight.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
Well, there's no question. Pascal Siakam has raised the ceiling of this Pacers team.
Yeah, absolutely. He complements Halliburton's up-tempo style very well. And defensively, he shores things up with his ability to guard 1 through 5. That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss. They can live with it.
And here's Shepard for 3. Chicago grabs the miss, coming off that win against the Sixers.
They were lights out from beyond the arc, and they spaced the floor beautifully in that one.
Tough to keep the consistency from deep, but they did it last time.
And you know Coach loves seeing his offense operate at this level. Great passing out there.
And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Line change here for Chicago. Let's take a look at the best defenses in the league over the last 10 games. Number 1, Chicago.
They've dialed up the defense in a big way. You've got to get creative if you're going to find ways to score against them these days.
Substitution here for Chicago. Vucevic, he's checked in for Smith. Buzelis comes in for Williams. White, he's checked in for Herter. And MP subbed in for Jones. MP, the pass to White. Back to MP. Muscling it home, MP.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Indiana leading by 11. We've got Kobe White, Buzelis out there with Nikola Vucevic. Then it's MP, and it's Giddey in at the 2. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Here's Halliburton, and the 17-footer goes down. Halliburton's got 15 points.
He has been a key factor for them offensively, scoring with consistency.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the 76ers played really superb basketball. He contributed 42 points, and in terms of his shooting, well, mistakes and bad selections were few and far between. And he had a memorable game. These coaches and fans are still buzzing about it. Just incredible. What's he got for an encore? BA?
Thanks, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going.
Halliburton with the ball, guarded by Vucevic. Bryant, no good. The Bulls trail by 13. Here's MP. Oh, another miss by MP.
He's been off this whole period, unable to sustain any kind of consistency.
The open shot, Halliburton. A good-looking shot from the wing. 17 points in the game.
And he has taken over this game. Halliburton looks like he's on cruise control at this point. Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Here's McConnell. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game. Here he goes. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Pacers lead by 15. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Chicago. It's off to Boston after this one, where they will face the Celtics. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area. Huh?
And here's Halliburton. 32 points for him last game against Charlotte. He can't get it to go. And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. MP finds Kitty. That one no good. Halliburton with some nice D. Here's McConnell. Rebound by the Bulls. Vucevic has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Back to MP. Oh, MP takes the contact and converts.
With the way he can fill it up at this age, it's scary to think how good MP might be in a few years.
And Grant, with this game being the quarterfinals matchup in the NBA Cup, it'll be interesting to see just how much these teams are willing to lay. The Indiana Pacers with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. They've been very effective from the three-point line. That's the key for them so far. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Welcome, folks. EJ alongside Shaq and Kenny. First up, here are the players of the week. For the Western Conference, Nikola Jokic.
For the Joker, last laugh is typically on the opponent. No one has been able to slow him down lately. Also, on and off the court, his leadership has been great for this team.
And now let's check out the game at hand. It was a solid first half effort for the Indiana Pacers.
They're clicking from outside, hard cuts to the ball, and a few bone-jarring screens. Man, they have a high quality of looks.
They've been cashing in on those. We'll see if the sharp shooting continues. That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Tyrese Halliburton has been sensational.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Second half underway. Here's who Rick Carlisle's got on the floor. Nesmith and Siakam are the forwards. Shepherd is out there with Halliburton, and it's Turner in at the center position. Pass to Nesmith. Back to Halliburton. Beyond the arc. And it's Chicago with a board. Vucevic has got 8 rebounds in the game. Inside, Buzelis. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Halliburton, pass to Siakam. Those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Count that bucket. Buzelis has got 6.
Oh, nice touch on the inside play by Buzelis, adjusting from close range.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Brian, Tyrese Halliburton, an all-star starter last season, is not done yet. He said, quote, "I want to be a champion, a Hall of Famer, and one of the greats. I want the next generation to talk about my ability as a basketball player. That's definitely the goal, and I don't ever set limits." Brian?
Allie, just scratching the surface. Thank you. Good stuff there. Pass to Turner. Here's Shepherd. He's guarded by White. Drives to the hoop. And there's Shepherd. That one's good on the assist by Turner. Shepherd's gotten his first bucket of the night. Chicago trailing here. Dosunmu outside to the paint. Here's MP. MP! All that talent!
A relative newcomer, but MP, let's just say he's not lacking in confidence.
The Pacers have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Nesmith on the wing. Pass to Turner. The 3 is up. And it's Dosunmu with a rebound.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Stolen by Siakam. Outside Neesmith. Here's Shepard. Now Turner. And then Turner with the dunk.
Too easy for Turner. The defense has to put up more of a fight around the rim.
Down low. And it's Hernandez missing. Indiana has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Here's Halliburton. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
This has not been his best quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
The Pacers have gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. Back to Halliburton. Pass to Shepard. Siakam with it. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 11 rebounds in the game. Back to MP for the lead. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Pacers. The Bulls making a switch here. Giddey's checked in. McConnell, he's checked in for Indiana. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Siakam outside. Pass to Shepard. Lets the 3 fly. The rebound by Hernandez. For Chicago, they've gone 6 of 7 and appearing confident in this half.
Okay now, Rook. Who's zealous? Showing he can finish with some power.
Indiana trailing here. Siakam outside. 51 seconds left in the third. Three-pointer, Halliburton. Indiana again missing.
You know, some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think it's more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
And that one good.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Pass to Shepard. Giddey with a double team. Here's McConnell. And it's Chicago with a board. Giddey's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Hernandez. MP getting it done inside.
I love this game plan. That's 10 points in a row from in close.
To halt the run. And it's laid in by Halliburton. Halliburton's got 5 points in the quarter.
He can move around with the big boys. Halliburton not giving in on the interior.
And that one's good. Giddey.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
Here's Turner. And that's not going to go. MP getting it done for the Bulls. Scoring, passing, imposing his will at the offensive end. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. Rick Carlisle had some advice for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Hey, it's all about physical. It's all about physical. Make sure we're running back. Touch somebody. Touch somebody.
Pleading for his team to be more physical and aggressive. Getting ready for Indiana. Turner, he's checked in for Bryant. Siakam comes in for Jackson. Neesmith, he's checked in for Toppin. And it's Shepard in for McConnell. Bulls leading by 5. We've got Buzelis. MP is out there with Kobe White. Then there's Dosunmu. And it's Vucevic in at the 5 down low. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Halliburton looking over the floor. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. White finds MP. On easy 2 on the layup. MP's got 28.
I like how assertive MP is down there. No question that he's got the skills to score in the paint.
Here's Halliburton. Oh, the sweet touch inside by Halliburton.
Important points. Tyrese Halliburton, always ready to take the big one.
Here's MP, and he makes it. MP's got 14 points now in the second half.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Yeah, just keep feeding him. That guy is a man on a mission. And the defense, well, they don't have much of an answer.
Yeah, what a dunk from Halliburton. The defense has to push him further out.
Here's MP, and he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
Yeah, all game long, they've been also playing well inside in the paint. Lots of points are coming their way thanks to them attacking the interior. One of those guys who came into the league with great expectations. MP has met those and did some. And what a huge moment from Halliburton. His guys give it to him for these exact reasons.
MP inside, defended by Halliburton, and it's Hernandez missing. Here's the teardrop, pass to Turner. Rebound by the Bulls. They've led by as much as 10. White finds MP. Here's Buzelis. Outside White. To the middle.
Yes! And what a bucket for MP. He's so hungry to own these big moments.
And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. From a coaching perspective, what are the keys to focus on here?
They don't want to waste time here. If they can score fast enough, they can go back on D and try to get a stop instead of having to foul.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. He encourages guys to stick with it, saying, I don't care what the scoreboard says. If we can play hard, that's all that matters. We can be the stronger team. So that's what Coach is looking for.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie.
And this is how dangerous Halliburton can be from the mid-range. You gotta guard him closely.
Halliburton against MP. It falls!
And there are some big-time points from this young man. MP proving that he's the guy when it's on the line.
And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. Outside Nesmith. This one for three. And it's cleared by Vucevic. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Third personal foul. Fourth team foul. At the line for Chicago, Kobe White. Taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that increases the lead to 6. And so both free throws good, and it's a 7-point game.
You can't afford to waste any chances at this stage of the game. That means you gotta hit your free throws.
Gets the three to fall.
I want Halliburton running my offense. Tyrese is a fantastic decision maker.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second. And he's able to hit the second one. And that puts him up 5. There's Nesmith with the 3, and nails the tray. And they're going to prolong the game with an intentional foul.
It's trying to keep this game alive. It's not a bad foul right there.
Team is in the penalty. At the line for the ball.
And no good, as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. And that trip coming up empty, missing both. So a close game sees Chicago taking this one, showing the rest of the Eastern Conference what kind of team they're going to be this year.
Yeah, we'll see what they can do in the semifinals. The NBA Cup has a way of humbling teams.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
Way to bring the effort tonight. They talk the talk, but you walk the walk. They're a good team, but we got you. So we're going to win.
Control NBA 2K25.
MP, you got that look in your eye tonight. You better watch out.
Championship game, bro. Ready to get locked in.
It's warming up. Beautiful afternoon on the Strip. Nothing like Las Vegas, Nevada. Hi and good evening, everyone. We've got an NBA Cup semifinal for you tonight in the East. And a ton is on the line. With Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll be hearing from David Aldridge on the sideline. And checking out some numbers for Mikal Bridges.
And his three-point shooting has gotten a lot better over his last 10 games. He looks so much more comfortable from beyond. There's no doubt he's got the green light to let it fly whenever the shot's there for him.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. OG Anunoby is out there with Hart. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then it's Bridges. And it's
you got the green light, Chad.
The center filling out the middle. And for Chicago, they've got
Dosunmu.
Kobe White is out there with MP. And it's Vucevic. And it's Buzelis in at the 4 spot. Well, we've made it through 2 rounds of the NBA Cup. And the stakes just keep rising.
Kevin, once you get to single elimination, there's no room for error. You have 2 Eastern Conference heavyweights going at it. I think this game could come down to the wire.
And the Bulls start out with the ball. The bright lights of the NBA Cup semifinals. So much pressure. And guess what? MP thrives in the spotlight. Guys, he loves it.
Yeah, in talking to MP before the game, you could tell he was ecstatic. The entire NBA is watching this one. MP has a huge chance to prove himself. I expect him to have a big game.
So it's Chicago now, following the score by New York. Back to MP. And it's Vucevic in the corner, stolen by Robinson. Bridges for three. That shot, no good. Brent, when you survey Jalen Brunson, going from role player now to all-star, what a rise. What's been the key for him?
I just think it's confidence, Kevin. I mean, simple confidence. I don't think there's one point where Jalen Brunson didn't believe that, not that he was the best player on the court, but that he was going to be the best leader. And that has translated into him producing some massive scoring and assist nights for any team that he's played on. This guy is a winner.
4 on the shot clock. New York needs to get off a shot. Robinson cranes it from 17 feet out. Robinson's got his second bucket of the night.
Robinson stretching his limits on that play from the mid-range.
And then Buzelis with the dunk.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Billy Donovan gave me a few minutes. Now, we both had the same topic, Mikal Bridges, and the impact he can have on the game. Coach told me he's someone we've talked about for sure. Can't let him out-hustle us. That's when he does the most damage. We'll see if they can match Bridges' energy. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. MP grabs the miss. So for the Bulls, the last game, a win against Indiana.
They shot the lights out from deep. Really stretched out the defense in that one.
Yep, made the defense work extremely hard and did a nice job of getting any advantage they could against the team that shot it well.
Here's Anunoby, following the basket by MP. Here's Hart. And the Knicks miss again. The Bulls have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Here's MP. Knicks with the rebound.
How do I miss that?
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
What an assured player. Anunoby believes in his ability to shoot the ball off the catch.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. And this team has been on a very impressive 17-game winning streak. They are red hot right now.
I mean, it's been a lot of fun to watch these guys and how much they're enjoying this. Every team they face is trying to end this big run. I've been on both sides of a game like tonight's, and I'll tell you what, it's tough to keep up a streak. Gotta love the pressure.
Brunson, good.
Crafty and shifty, those are two adjectives that fit under the Jalen Brunson definition.
Back to MP. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%, 5 for 7. New York's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. MP against Brunson to the paint. Robinson down low. No good from 11 feet.
He may not be the strongest inside presence, but still, he's got to convert from there.
And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Thanks, guys. The Knicks went all in this summer, trading with their rivals, the Brooklyn Nets.
Timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. They beat the Knicks during their last encounter in New York.
Yeah, they cruised to a win in these teams' last encounter, and their field goal percentage was off the chart. I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Buzelis out there with Josh Giddey. And it's Vucevic. Then it's MP. And it's White in at the 2 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. To the inside. Here's MP. MP strong inside.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
MP against Brunson. Shot from the wing. Rebounded by Vucevic.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Pass to McBride. Here's Hukporti. Out to the wing. Here's Achua. The three-pointer no good. Bulls leading by 15. Giddy with it. Back to MP. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Musalis' shot is good.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Brunson against MP. Pass to Hukporti. To the wing right side. McBride. New York, no good that time either. For Chicago, they've gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Thanks very much. MP in the last game against the Pacers really lit up the floor. He had 34 points and did so at a very efficient rate, playing within the flow of the offense. All told, a supremely dominant performance from him. One I'm sure he expects to repeat again soon. Guys?
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, going up against a team that had no answer for him. We'll see if it plays out the exact same way here tonight.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. So for the Bulls. With a 21-point lead to end the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Yeah.
Greetings, Shaq, Kenny, and EJ here as we tip off the show with a look at our mid-season Eastern Conference standings. You know, I love sitting up here and doing this show with you guys. I learn something new every day.
Man, you know what? It is pretty unreal they pay us to do this. Did I say that out loud?
Wait, you guys get paid?
Well, yeah, we wouldn't sit here and deal with you for free.
You gotta call my agent now.
And going back now to that first half, you could say things are going extremely well for the Bulls.
Let me start out by saying, if you make it here, like both these teams have, the whole league and NBA fan base is checking you out. And I know what the feeling is like.
You know, Shaq, I think I need more Shaqronyms in my life. How about OFC? You know what that is, big fella? Okra and fried chicken.
Okra and fried chicken.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
Thanks for being here from the chat. Appreciate it. Thank you for watching me. Appreciate it. You know, it's good gameplay.
Coming to you live on 2K.
It's probably going to be copyrighted. Not going to be probably blocked.
He's been everywhere.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
For years, it seemed like the league was going to go smaller. But lately, Greg, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, look at the MVP award, right? Centers in Jokic and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, you know, I wouldn't consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success.
And let's get an update on Patrick Williams' injury. David, what do you see?
Thanks, Kevin. I got some information from the Bulls' head athletic trainer. He told me that he has a strained calf muscle. His day is over, and it looks like he's going to be out for a number of games. It's tough news for his team to process. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Guys, the only thing you can wish for is that the prognosis isn't quite as bad as they're making it out to be.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Was really hoping for better news than that, but that does not sound encouraging.
Yeah, we always think about when players go down, how terrible a blow it can be for the team. We wish him well and hope he's on the floor quickly.
Here's who Tom Thibodeau is starting the second half with. We've got Mitchell Robinson. Hart is out there with OG Anunoby. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Brunson in at the point. Brunson with a clean look. Brunson with another miss.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's White. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense.
It's Robinson, top of the key. Here's Brunson. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. And that's 13 points here for Jalen Brunson. Brent, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I think it amazes both of us that Jalen Brunson fell to the second round, the 33rd pick back in 2018. So, with that in mind, how has he overcome the doubters?
Well, the first thing he got was opportunity, Kevin, and that's all you can ask for as a young player. What he was able to do in Dallas opened up the eyes of a lot of people to what he was capable of as a point guard in the league. But trust me, Jalen Brunson has never stopped believing in his ability and confidence to dominate a game the way that we've seen him do that in the past couple of seasons.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Bridges kicks to Brunson. Hands it from downtown. Brunson's got 11 points in the quarter.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
And MP throws it down.
So good to see MP attacking with reckless abandon, just letting his game flow.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Pass to Robinson. Back to Brunson. They get it back, and stolen by MP. Dosunmu with it, down low. Buzelis' shot is good. And that's 11 points for Buzelis.
With his soft touch around the rim, Buzelis should score a lot of points in the paint over his career.
Robinson against Vucevic. For three, Bridges. Vucevic with the rebound. Vucevic has got 8 rebounds in this game.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Pass to Hart. And here's Brunson outside. Chicago grabs the miss. Vucevic has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Jalen Brunson is a very cerebral player. He says he focuses on the little things. The attention to detail has made the game a lot easier. I know what I'm capable of. So as long as I keep working on my craft, keep the same mindset, only good things are going to happen for me. Kevin, back to you.
Good stuff, David. Amazing how far he has come. We appreciate the report. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. 30 seconds left in the third quarter. He gets that one.
And aren't we here with Brunson? This is what we expect from him, crafty and efficient.
Here's Vucevic. Some solid defense from Robinson.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Brunson with it. He's got 18. And he banks in the layup. Brunson's got 15 points here in the second half.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Here's Vucevic. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. MP's got 6 assists in the game. And so it's MP making things happen for the Bulls. He's up to 26 points in the game now. Just keeps pouring in the buckets. And we'll be back with you shortly. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
So Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. They've moved their way through the east side of the bracket and are headed for the final game of the NBA Cup.
Yeah, just one game. Winner takes all. You know they're going to be bringing that competitive fire. They want to be the ones hoisting that cup.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you later.
Good game, another game, another win. Back to work tomorrow. Great win tonight, MP. It's game time, MP. You ready to put that work in?
Everything good, MP?
Hottest team in the land coming through.
What a view of the Spring Mountains surrounding beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. Along with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Hall of Famer David Aldridge will be joining us from the sidelines moments from now. And a look at the status here of both teams, injured players, and who will not be in the lineup.
Over the course of a long season, injuries will happen. Still plenty of time left, and the race is for those who can endure.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Niles Reed out there with Randall, and it's DiVincenzo in at the point. And for Chicago, Buzelis out there with Dosunmu. And it's Vucevic. Then it's MP. And it's White in at the two-guard spot. Well, thinking back to last year, the first ever NBA Cup, the Lakers beating the Pacers in the final 123-109. And LeBron James was named MVP of the tournament.
And Anthony Davis went off in the final, 41-20 for the Pacers. Yes, they lost that championship game, but the experience was huge for them. And I think really helped them with a deep playoff run.
And how about this run to the NBA Cup championship for MP? From the start, he's made a point to tell us he wants the cup.
And his play has been incredible. The MP's led this team. It's been about more than what he's done on the floor. He's also led by example. And tonight for MP, it's all about enjoying the moment, playing to your potential, and hoisting that trophy.
And so it's the Bulls getting on the board first. Reed the pass to Edwards. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. No good with the triple. So for the Timberwolves, their last game a win against the Warriors. Here's Hernandez. Randall with the block. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Sinks the triple.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. And standing 6'9", Jaden McDaniels possessing tremendous length for a perimeter defender.
Yeah, Kevin, and he can really move his feet, too. Jaden McDaniels is clearly one of the best and most versatile perimeter defenders in the league.
Here's Randall following the basket by MP.
Yeah, they're still looking for some cohesion offensively.
To the middle, here's Buzelis. Randall with some nice D.
Oh, you gotta finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
Pass to Edwards. Fires from deep. That shot missing.
Far from an ideal start, only 1 for 5. Let's see if they can turn it around.
White finds MP. Count that bucket. Hernandez has got 6.
And this is the thing about MP. He has the poise to take high percentage shots.
Outside Edwards. Now here's McDaniels. Skamey at 12. Another miss by Minnesota. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Altman. David.
Well, a bit ago, Billy Donovan and I were able to talk. Their team's main focus tonight, well, it starts with All-Star Anthony Edwards. He said Ant is an incredible player. He's so physical. We have to throw multiple bodies at him. It's got to be a team effort to keep Edwards in check. An ambitious game plan. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Offensive rebound. Outside for Randall. The 3 for DiVincenzo. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Shots good by Hernandez. 8 points for him.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end,
and here is DiVincenzo. Offline with his 3. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
Now, let's check in with Shams Charania, who has some breaking news on the Miami Heat. Shams, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. They've acquired one of the more mobile and athletic centers in the league. Clint Capella knows his role: defend, run the floor, finish, and rebound at a high level. He might never be a star in this league, but he can star in his role, and that certainly has quite a bit of value.
Thanks so much for the report, Shams.
The motor of MP. This guy loves to win, loves to compete.
And we've got a timeout call from Chris Finch. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. So Chicago... Changing it up here. They've got MP. Buzelis out there with those two moves. And it's Vucevic, and it's White in at the shooting guard. That's the group on the floor for Chicago.
Well, some of that's experience. Conley can feel the contact coming, braces for it, completes the play, and now goes to the line for one more.
Now, here's MP. 10 points for him. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. And the shot goes in.
What an incredible game so far for MP. He's showing no signs of slowing down.
Conley scanning the floor. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Buzelis. Here's MP. MP finishes inside.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Conley, the pass to Clark. Edwards with it. Here's Alexander Walker. Another miss by Minnesota.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
Timberwolves trail by 6. Inside, here's Miller. It's not going to go for him. Great D that time from Vucevic. Here's Buzelis. Good, and the assist goes to MP. And the Bulls lead by 8.
And how about that finish by Buzelis, the rookie, getting it done.
Taking the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Edwards is figuring things out. He said there's levels. My first few years, I looked for my shot and nothing else. I've learned that I can't win without my teammates and that I have to throw them the ball too. It's a team game. I know that now. Kevin, I know it too, so I'm throwing it back to you.
And you're the best teammate we could have. Thank you, David.
Well, it took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
Vucevic to the pass to Hernandez. MP fights for it.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
And it's Conley with the ball for the Timberwolves. They trail by 7. Conley sets a screen for Edwards. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
Wow, his shooting woes continue, and it's weighing down this offense.
And the basket by MP.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Balls check in for Chicago. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Miller. Randall comes in for Clark. Daniels, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley.
And this has been an outstanding display on the board, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game. Doing the dirty work down low. Oh, great ball movement there.
Pass to Reid. Here's Randall. Back to Reid. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall.
And Reid is a very active player. Love seeing him be this aggressive inside.
Here's Hernandez. Inside. MP gets it.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Timberwolves trail by 11. Pass to Alexander Walker. Picked by Randall. 3-pointer. Shot's good by Alexander Walker. Alexander Walker's got 5 points now this quarter.
And really, as the 3-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, when you watch MP, you can see the burst he has on the floor. Very explosive young man.
And the Bulls with some changes. Collins checked in for Vucevic. Smith comes in for Buzelis. And Josh Giddey subbed in for Kobe White. Michael Conley, he's checked in for Minnesota. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Pitch to McDaniels. Shot clock at 6. Here's Randall. Off target with the fadeaway.
Not sure what the league was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And so it's Chicago, holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their defense has been active and effective. We come back right after this.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shots. Drums, please. They're measuring up the shots. Someone left the window open. Give it up for the participants.
Hey everybody, always a fascinating story. Our first order of business. Let's catch you up on some trades around the league.
Their defense just got a lot better. Capella's an elite rim protector. He rebounds, he runs the floor. His value goes beyond the box score.
Yeah, I like what he brings to this lineup.
And now, time to talk about this game. What a solid start for the Chicago Bulls.
Tonight is what we've been waiting for, man. This is really the biggest game thus far in the season. Fans are loving it. It's now really a new favorite time of year, guys, I'm telling you. And you know the best part of it, Ernie? It gets me excited for Thanksgiving.
Man, how quickly we go from hoops to food. I'm already getting excited about that big old fried turkey, some stuffing, some good gravy, mashed potatoes.
Oh, say more.
Make sure you thaw the turkey out first, honey.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
There's always a buzz around Las Vegas. Thanks for joining us, everyone. We got the second half of the Cup Championship on 2K Sports. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
And just getting going here for the 2024 NBA Cup Championship second half. And thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Julius Randle is out there with Reed. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point guard position. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, MP in the last time out against the Knicks was superb. He ended up with 26 points, and he was dominant at the offensive end with a high field goal percentage as well. Really displaying incredible hustle during this run. Guys just can't keep up with him. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Greg, it was obvious. He was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself, but whoever was matched up against him certainly wasn't.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
And after the intensity of these last few NBA Cup games, do you all think it'll be hard for these teams to settle back into the regular season?
They'll have to adjust their mindsets for sure. Back to thinking about the long haul, not the do-or-die scenario of the NBA Cup.
Well, when MP gets in the open floor on the break like that, watch out.
DiVincenzo can't hit it.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really.
Their
rebounding edge right now.
DiVincenzo with the rebound.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
It's all in by the Bulls.
This is not how they wanted to start the second half. Just 1 of 5 so far.
Yep, it counts. MP's got 30 points.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
DiVincenzo nails the baby hook. DiVincenzo's got 4 points this quarter.
Great feed. Edwards has such a complete game. He's much more than just a scorer.
And the shot goes in.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Randall surveying the D. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to go on Buzelis.
You know, one thing you have to admire about Randall is his hunger to get better. He is a real leader who leads by example.
He misses the free throw, and landing zone fouls a bit. And Clark has got the ball here for the Timberwolves. It's a 16-point game. We've got White. Josh Giddey is out there with MP. Then it's Buzelis, and it's Vucevic in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Alexander Walker with the ball. White covering. Garza no good.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And White kicks to Giddey. With the shot. And MP with the basket on the assist from Giddey. Giddey's got his 4th assist in this one. Timberwolves trail by 18. Edwards dishes to Clark. Over Buzelis. No good from Clark. And Chicago shooting 61%, showing all the indications of an offense that is locked in. And that one is good.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Here's Conley. Vucevic with the rebound. Vucevic has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And it's White missing for Minnesota. They've gone 0-3 to start the 4th quarter. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. The Bulls leading by 20. And it's Giddey in the corner. Back to MP. And that comes off the assist by Giddey. Giddey's got assist number 5 here tonight. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. We're just over a minute and a half now into the 4th. Edwards kicks to Reed. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. And Anthony Edwards gets the 3.
Well, this is why Edwards is a nightmare for defenses. He can drive right through you or pull you apart with range like this.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
Well, he hit a couple of threes in the first half, but none since then.
Count it. Hernandez has got 38 points.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here is Edwards. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Kobe White.
Well, look, Edwards doesn't back down from anyone. He embraces getting physical on the way out.
Free throw good, Edwards. And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. And as outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Back to DiVincenzo. From outside, off the mark.
I can't believe he missed that three. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Now here's Edwards. Pass to Reed. Lets it go with a three. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Bruce Ellis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. MP's shot is good.
Despite his youth, MP showing grown man strength.
Minnesota's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Edwards against White. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Here's Hernandez, and he uses the glass on the layup. Hernandez has got 44.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
Yeah, they've looked really in sync after the break. Getting the shots they want and converting them. For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Bruce Ellis' shot is good.
Bruce Ellis showing a little bit of everything with that quick release.
Randall outside. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Hernandez. And the layup falls. MP's got 46 points.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
Hits it from three-point range.
A developing part of McDaniel's game that could elevate him to the next level.
Giddey scores after the quick crossover.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
Here is Edwards. The Bulls getting the bucket. Tries from 7. Reed misses. Here's MP. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Hernandez has got 48.
He's creating good looks and shooting very efficient.
Up top, DiVincenzo. And they've done it. What a moment for this team to lift that NBA Cup over their heads. Pure glory.
It was a memorable journey to get to this point, a battle every step of the way. And you have to think this is a huge confidence boost for them moving forward. It proves they're ahead of the curve in terms of getting into postseason shape.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. With Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks, on 2K Sports.
New notification. Trophy on. Press the PS button for details.
Jonathan in the back. How do you avoid a letdown in intensity when going from playing for a championship to being just one of 30 teams again?
You know, tonight shows that we're not just one of 30 teams. Every team in this league wanted to win this thing. A lot of them thought that they were going to win it, but we're the ones who came out on top, and that should tell you everything that you need to know about our intensity.
right, MP. They can't stop you.
Hey, congrats to MP for winning the NBA Cup. That was fun to watch, man. You were on a mission.
You know just what to say to earn yourself some fans. Nicely done.
So chat. What time is it? I'm gonna go to sleep. Good night. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Take a nap, and I'll see y'all in about 40 to 50 minutes. I'm gonna go to sleep, take a nap. I'll see y'all there. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. No views. But I'll see y'all later. Peace out.